Hey, it's Dan and welcome back to Flip Flop Gaming. Today we'll be concluding our Super Metroid Let's Play with Episode 8. And if you enjoy the content, hit that like and subscribe button. In our last episode, we started in Meridia. We were about done with it. We had one last item to collect in there, which was the final beam enhancement, the plasma beam. So once we got that, we went into Norfair, basically went straight there. We explored all of Norfair, or all of the rest of Norfair, got the last 2 energy tanks we needed, and our last suit enhancement, the screw attack. We also defeated Ridley, which was the last boss before the final segment of the game. So let's pick up where we left off. Probably mostly because you don't have it through most of the game. If it was through most of the game, it would probably get old. But it's just towards the end, so it's pretty nice. Badass. Going back through all the familiar terrain, kind of cool to see now that we're fully decked out. Actually, yeah, let's just look at our suit here. Now with everything on it, all the stuff we collected. Not bad. Yeah, see, I was definitely pressing jump there, and she just didn't want to jump. This is probably going to be tricky. Yep. I might be wasting my time with this. No worries. Ice beam for the save. And I went this way just because I feel like this is going to be a little bit quicker. Oh yeah, funny story. This is an alternate route to get out of Meridia. I think I took us that way. Okay, now we get... Oh, wait, there is one more thing I can get. Yeah, I think this maybe... I don't think there's any items in the last area. But there is... at least one last item here. Oh yeah, more power bombs. As if we need those. So we basically don't have a whole lot of use for power bombs anymore. Yeah, it is kind of weird that the game gives you so many power bombs. They're really just... you never use those for killing enemies, not really. So it's really just to get through doors, to blow up blocks. But yeah, to give you 50, and I think 50 is the max you can get, so that would be 100% of the power bombs. I think it's also 50 super missiles, so we're missing 2 canisters. Not a big deal. And I want to say there's maybe 250 regular missiles too. So, not... what, 75%-ish? I don't know. I'm not doing the math, but... yeah, there's still... a lot of... oh, what am I doing? Wrong way. Still a lot of missiles we could get. Yeah, there might not be 250. 250 just kind of makes sense to me, but it might be less than that. But still, that's a lot of missile containers that I didn't get and won't get. And now, the moment I've all been waiting for is to open that door. Get quiet music. Okay, so this is a pretty cool scene. So all the bosses that we killed, those are all the 4 major bosses. Kraid, Fantoon, what's his name that I electrocuted, and Ridley. And you could, after each boss, you could come in here and just do those gem eyeball things one by one, but I like to save that until the end to just do them all. And that just sinks down, and we've got an elevator here to the last area of the game. Some bubbly noises, sounds like a lab. And we'll grab a save. Oh yeah, we do have some of the map in here. That's interesting. Okay. Real Metroids. Yeah, I'm just gonna use super missiles. So yeah, unfortunately you can't get them off, I don't think. So you just gotta leave the room and not be a failure. But no worries, they don't really do a whole lot of damage. Yeah, and you have to kill those, so you can't progress to the next room until you do. Wow. I promise I used to be good at this game. But yeah, just navigating through here, killing the Metroids as we go. This is the Space Pirate lab, and I think the lore goes they have been reproducing Metroids. So they cloned the baby, and that's what these are. These are clones. So yeah, those enemies you just can't kill. So this is kind of a cool scene. You run into those and they just kind of fade away. Creepy music, sounds like a boss is coming. not letting me go. Oh. Oh my. Yeah, so that's the little baby Metroid. He's not so baby anymore. And yeah. So there's a way to dodge that. Speedrunners do this also. I was not fast enough because I'm not practiced in anything speedrunning. But yeah, this Metroid basically sucks your health all the way to 1. Kind of rude, but part of the story. You'll see. And I know that beeping is annoying, so how nice. They were kind enough to give us an energy reserve here. Energy recharge. Die already. Pick up another save. Okay, I think we're pretty much there. Let's see. Yeah, this is the last sequence. Just to break these little barriers here. And once we get through all these, we'll see what comes up next. Oops. I'm not too concerned about all those. Oh, look, there she is. We basically just unload all of our missiles into her. Cool, alright. Now we've broken Mother Brain out of that holding tank, but that's not all. Yep, her final form. And at this point, we're just gonna unload all the missiles and super missiles we can into her. This boss fight is actually pretty straightforward. Kind of pushes her back by just continuing to do damage. She'll yeah, she just backs up, and we got some more damage we gotta do to her. If I'm quick, I can dodge those. And at this point, she's got that rainbowy gaze, does damage, and it basically stuns you. So we're at her mercy at this point. We're just waiting to see what happens. I can't move at all. Oh, yes I can. Yeah, see, I make attempts to get up, but I'm too weak. See, I keep trying to stand up and it doesn't work. And one more shot from that strong beam would mean my end. But yeah, we do get some help here. So we're getting help from the Metroid. The Metroid's coming in to save the day and just sapping her health. And like what the Metroid did previously, it would suck the health and then the creature would turn to stone. A similar thing happens here. So we'll see Mother Brain turn to stone. And now the Metroid is healing me. How nice. It's basically giving me back all the health it took from me earlier. But we can see the Mother Brain is coming back to life, so even the Metroid couldn't kill it all the way. And you can see as it attacks the Metroid's color changes, so it's definitely doing some damage to it. Aww. Poor Metroid. But now I'm glowing with that rainbow effect. And this actually gives me a weapon. So this is actually called the Hyper Beam. It's a really strong beam. Yep, and I'm just unloading into Mother Brain. And this beam, you can actually see, it's the Hyper Beam. When I played this as a kid, we would use the Game Genie with the Super Nintendo, and there was a cheat code to have the Hyper Beam throughout the entire game. So, you know, obviously you're a young kid and wanting to just play the game, but make it really easy, you can actually get the Hyper Beam through your whole playthrough. Alright, so we have another similar escape sequence like we've had in the start of the game when we were escaping the Sears space station. And now we've got to escape the planet. But it's pretty straightforward. So we shouldn't have too much issues with this. We're gonna make great time. Should look familiar. We've been here a bunch of times. This is that corridor that we took in the beginning of the game that led us down to where we got the morph ball, and we went back through here a number of times as well, but feels a little bit different now with the whole planet exploding. And there is lava that's filling up in this room, so you do have to be kind of quick about it. We're fine on time. And there is actually a little secret thing that we can do. If you remember, earlier in the game, we encountered those special creatures that kind of taught us some different skills. So they're actually still on the planet and they're trying to escape, but there is a secret that we can do to let them out. So we just blast open that hole and they leave, and that's it. So that initiates a different sequence in the game, in the closing scene. So we'll actually see a little spaceship. It's just a dot on the screen. As we escape, you can see a little dot from those aliens that are escaping. So it's completely optional. You don't have to do it. Not required at all, but it's just a cool little lore effect. But with that, we just got to our ship and escaped. So that is all. We beat it. Now we'll get to see the little sequence here. There's a planet that's exploding. can see all the cracks forming. So if you look closely, you'll see a little dot on the left. Or we might have missed it. Yeah, I probably missed it, but they were there. Oh, there it is. It was on the right. So yeah, just a little dot. But they escaped. So the operation was completed successfully. Our clear time was 2 hours and 45 minutes. That time, actually, as far as how the game counts it, I don't think it includes doors and maybe a few other timed events, because I'm sure we spent more time than 2 hours and 45 minutes. Just because, 8 episodes, roughly half an hour each. So we're probably closer to like 3.5 hours or so. But yeah, not bad. And we can go ahead and skip most of the credits for your viewing pleasure. Alright, now we get to see Samus. This is where we get to see our completion percent. And also, yeah, it fades the suit away and we get to see what Samus looks like. Which is a casual hair flip. Rate for collecting items, 88%. Not bad, not 100%. We never said we were going to do that, but 88% is pretty good. So I hope you enjoyed our Super Metroid Let's Play. I know I enjoyed making it for you, and if you'd like to see future Let's Plays and showcase videos, please hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.